Who's paying for this house, huh? Your drug dealer boyfriend? Water explodes from the hose, full pressure, slams into her face, her chest. She crashes backward onto the grass. You think I'm stupid? Black woman in a $500,000 neighborhood? He steps closer, sprays harder. You're either a maid or a thief. Which one? Please, officer. I own this home. Her voice cracks. Water chokes her words. Own it? You? He laughs, cold, vicious. Maybe I should call immigration. Check if you're even legal. 40 seconds. Water pounding. She can't breathe, can't speak. Neighbors rush out, phones up, filming everything. He finally stops. She sits there, destroyed. Mascara streaming down her face. Then slowly she stands, reaches into her pocket, pulls something out. Something that makes his face drain of all color. What she pulled out made him beg for mercy. Wednesday morning, June 12th, Portland, Oregon. The sun climbs over Laurelhurst, one of the city's wealthiest neighborhoods. Tree-lined streets, craftsman homes with wraparound porches, manicured lawns that cost more to maintain than most people's rent. 2847 Maple Ridge Drive sits quiet in the morning light. Two-story house, pale yellow with white trim. A rose garden along the front walkway, every bloom perfect. Red geraniums in terracotta pots flanking the door. Inside, Dr. Simone Laurent pours her second cup of coffee. The kitchen smells like French roast and lavender soap. Classical music drifts from a speaker on the counter. Vivaldi, her favorite for Wednesday mornings. She's 42. Hair in natural curls, pulled back with a cloth headband. No makeup yet. She wears old jeans and a simple cotton blouse. Comfortable clothes for gardening. Her briefcase sits by the door, packed for the day. Case files inside. Oral arguments scheduled for 2 p.m. at the federal courthouse downtown. But first, the roses need water. She glances at the photo on the refrigerator. Her and James on their anniversary. Her husband, Dr. James Laurent, cardiothoracic surgeon. He left for the hospital at 6 a.m. Wednesday surgeries always start early. Simone walks to the front door, opens it. The morning air hits cool and fresh. She breathes deep. This is her favorite part of the day. Before the courtroom, before the gavels and legal briefs, just her and the garden. She grabs the green garden hose coiled by the porch steps, turns on the spigot. Water rushes through. She adjusts the nozzle to a gentle spray. The roses drink it in. She moves slowly, carefully. Each plant gets attention. The soil darkens as water soaks in. Good morning, Simone. Eleanor Henderson waves from next door. She's 78, white hair pinned up, wearing a floral house dress, her own garden hose in hand. Morning, Eleanor, Simone calls back. Your roses are looking beautiful. Oh, yours put mine to shame, dear. Eleanor laughs. That fertilizer I recommended working out? Like magic. Thank you. This is their routine. 5 years of it. Weekly tea on Sundays. Emergency calls when packages arrive. Eleanor watched the house when Simone and James went to Hawaii last month. Simone waters the geraniums next. She hums along to the music still playing inside. Her mind is already running through today's case. Complex civil rights lawsuit. Police misconduct allegations. She needs to stay sharp. She doesn't hear the patrol car slow down across the street. Doesn't see Officer Derek Whitmore behind the wheel. Watching her. Whitmore is 38. Buzz cut. Square jaw. 15 years with Portland PD. He grips the steering wheel. His jaw tightens. You see that? He says. His partner, Officer Ryan Mills, looks up from his phone. Mills is 24. Fresh-faced, only 8 months out of the academy. See what? Black woman, expensive house. Doesn't add up. Mills shifts in his seat. Derek, come on. It's just someone watering their garden. In Laurelhurst, this neighborhood? Whitmore puts the car in park. Something's off. I'm checking it out. The captain said we need to be careful. The community liaison office. The liaison office can kiss my ass. Whitmore opens his door. I've been doing this job for 15 years. I know it's suspicious when I see it. Mills watches him cross the street. Doesn't follow. His stomach twists. This feels wrong. But Whitmore's the senior officer. Mills is still on probation. Whitmore's boots hit the sidewalk. Hard. Deliberate. His hand rests on his belt. Near his gun. Near his cuffs. Simone glances up. Sees the uniform. The badge. She straightens. Turns off the hose spray. Good morning, officer. Can I help you? Her voice is calm. Professional. The same voice she uses in court. But her pulse quickens. She's done nothing wrong. Still, her hands tighten on the hose. Whitmore stops at the low decorative fence. Doesn't ask permission. Doesn't ask. Steps right over it. Onto her property. Onto her lawn. His shadow falls across the rose bushes. What are you doing here? His voice is cold, flat. Simone blinks. I'm watering my garden. Is there a problem? Your garden? He looks at the house, then back at her. His eyes narrow. This is your house? The way he says your makes her skin prickle. Yes, I live here. Why are you asking? Whitmore takes another step closer, invading her space, making himself bigger. Ma'am, I'm going to need to see some identification. Simone's heart pounds. She's a federal judge. She knows the law better than most attorneys, and right now, this officer has no legal reason to demand her ID. Officer, I'm on my own property. I don't have to show you identification. Whitmore's face hardens. Ma'am, don't make this difficult. I'm not making anything difficult. I'm asking why you're here. He steps closer. She can smell his cologne. Cheap. Overpowering. His hand stays near his belt. We've had reports of suspicious activity in this neighborhood. I need to verify that you live here. Suspicious activity? I'm watering flowers. Exactly. You don't look like you belong in this neighborhood. The words hang in the air. Sharp. Ugly. Simone's jaw tightens. She's heard versions of this her whole life, but never on her own front lawn. What does someone who belongs here look like, officer? Whitmore's eyes flash. Don't play games with me. Are you the homeowner or the help? Eleanor Henderson's voice cuts in from next door. Officer, Simone lives there. She's been my neighbor for 5 years. Whitmore turns. His voice rises. Ma'am, step back. This is police business. Police business? She's watering her own garden. One more word and I'll cite you for interfering with an investigation. Eleanor's mouth opens, closes. She pulls out her phone instead. Starts recording. Simone forces her voice to stay level. Officer, I'm happy to answer reasonable questions, but you've given me no legal justification for this stop. Legal justification? Whitmore laughs. It's not a pleasant sound. You want to give me legal advice now? I'm simply asserting my rights. Your rights? He moves closer still, inches from her face. How about I tell you what your rights are? You have the right to cooperate. You have the right to not piss me off. That clear enough? Mills appears at the fence line. His face was pale. Derek, maybe we should... Get back to the car, Mills. But Captain Reynolds said... I don't care what Reynolds said. I'm handling this. Mills hesitates, then retreats. Simone watches him go. No help there. Across the street, a young couple stops their morning walk. The woman pulls out her phone, starts filming. 2 houses down, Mr. Carter steps onto his porch, arms crossed, watching. Whitmore notices the growing audience. It makes him angrier. All right, here's what's going to happen. You're going to show me proof you live here. Deed, mortgage papers, utility bills, something. Those documents are inside. Then let's go inside and get them. You want to enter my home? Do you have a warrant? His face reddens. I don't need a warrant if you invite me. I'm not inviting you. Then I'm detaining you until we sort this out. On what grounds? Trespassing. Trespassing? On my own property? That's what I'm trying to determine. Simone's mind races. She could go inside, get her federal credentials, end this in seconds. But anger burns in her chest. Why should she have to prove anything? She's done nothing wrong. Officer, I want your name and badge number. Whitmore touches his nameplate. Slowly. Deliberately. Whitmore. Badge 4782. Write it down. I'll wait. I will. Trust me. Ooh, a threat. I'm shaking. He turns to the growing crowd. Everybody see that? She just threatened me. A teenager on a bicycle rolls up. Black kid, maybe 16. He pulls out his phone, points it at Whitmore. I'm recording this, officer, for the record. Whitmore spins. Put that phone away. It's my right to record the police in public. This is private property, kid. Get lost before I arrest you too. The teen doesn't move, just keeps recording. His screen shows view counts climbing, 47 people watching, 68, 112. Whitmore's radio crackles. He ignores it. Last chance, lady. Show me ID or I'm taking you in. Simone's hands shake. Not from fear, from rage. Taking me in for what? Failure to identify. Resisting. I haven't resisted anything. You've resisted every request I've made. Your requests are unlawful. There you go again, playing lawyer. What are you, some paralegal? Secretary at a law firm? The condescension in his voice makes her blood boil. I work in the justice system. Whitmore laughs. Let me guess. Court secretary? Filing clerk? He looks her up and down. No, wait. You clean the courthouse bathrooms? Eleanor gasps from her porch. Mr. Carter shakes his head. The teenager's live stream hits 340 viewers. Officer, you're making a serious mistake. The only mistake here is you thinking you can live in a place like this. He gestures at the house. $500,000 home. Perfect roses. You expect me to believe you can afford this? Why wouldn't I be able to afford it? Because people like you... He stops himself. Almost. People like me, what? You know exactly what I mean. Say it, out loud, for all these cameras. His face darkens. Don't push me. I'm not pushing. I'm standing in my own yard. The garden hose is still in her hand. Water drips from the nozzle. She'd turned it off when he first approached. Whitmore sees the hose. His eyes narrow. Put that down. It's a garden hose. Put it down. Now. She sets it gently on the grass. Water pools around it. Step away from it. You're joking. Do I look like I'm joking? Step away. She takes one step back. This is insane. It's a garden hose. Whitmore keys his radio. 7 Adam 12 to dispatch, requesting backup at 2847 Maple Ridge Drive. Uncooperative subject. Static crackles. Copy 7 Adam 12. Nature of the call. Possible trespassing. Subject refusing to identify. Derek, don't. Mill's voice carries from the patrol car. More neighbors emerge. A woman in yoga clothes. A man walking his dog. Another teenager joins the first one. Both filming now. Simone looks at the crowd. Eleanor with tears in her eyes. At the young couple holding hands, phones raised. Mr. Carter nodded at her. Silent support. She looks at Whitmore. This man with a badge and a gun and 15 years of unchecked power. And she makes a decision. Officer Whitmore, I'm going to reach into my back pocket now, slowly, to get my identification. Keep your hands where I can see them. My ID is in my back pocket. I need to reach for it. Fine. Slow movements. Any sudden moves and... He rests his hand on his gun. The crowd murmurs. Someone shouts, "He's threatening her!" Simone moves carefully, but as she shifts, her foot catches the garden hose. She stumbles slightly. The hose jerks. Water sprays up. A few drops hit Whitmore's pants leg, barely noticeable. A splash. Maybe a tablespoon of water. He looks down, looks at the wet spot on his uniform. His face transforms. Pure rage. "Did you just assault me?" "What? No, I tripped. You just assaulted a police officer." "It was an accident. I saw it. You sprayed me deliberately." "Officer, that's not what happened." He lunges forward, grabs the garden hose from the ground. His movements are sharp, violent. Mills runs from the patrol car. "Derek, stop!" Whitmore twists the nozzle. The water spray changes, from gentle mist to full jet, maximum pressure. Simone sees it coming. "Don't you dare!" The water hits her face. The force of it stuns her. She raises her hands. Too late. Water pounds her chest, her shoulders. Cold, shocking, violent. She tries to turn away. He follows her with the stream, like a predator. "You think you can assault me?" he screams. "You think you're special?" The water pressure knocks her backward. She trips over the rose bushes, falls hard onto the grass. He stands over her, still spraying. Water floods her face. She can't breathe, can't see. "Maybe this'll teach you some respect." She's on the ground, gasping, choking on water, her hands over her face. It doesn't help. 10 seconds, 20, 30. "Stop it!" Eleanor screams. "She's drowning!" 40 seconds. Her blouse plasters to her skin. Her jeans soak through. Water fills her ears, her nose. Finally, he releases the trigger. Silence. Except for her gasping. She sits in a puddle on her own lawn. Water streams from her hair, her clothes. Mascara runs in black rivers down her cheeks. Her briefcase lies open on the driveway. Papers float in puddles. Legal documents. Case files. Ruined. Whitmore tosses the hose aside. He's breathing hard, smiling. "Maybe that'll wash some of that attitude off you, sweetheart." The crowd erupts, shouting. Phones everywhere. At least 10 people are recording now. The teenage live streamer's screen shows 2,847 viewers. Mills stand frozen. His face was pale, horrified. Eleanor sobs on her porch. Simone sits there, destroyed, humiliated, in front of her neighbors, in her own front yard. Then slowly, she pushes herself up. Water drips from every part of her body. She wipes her face, looks at Whitmore. Her voice, when she speaks, is quiet, deadly calm. "Officer Whitmore, you have made the worst mistake of your career." He laughs. "Is that a threat?" "No, that's a promise." She reaches into her back pocket. The wet denim makes it hard, but she gets her fingers around it, pulls it out. A metal badge case. Water drips from it. Gold seal catches the sunlight. She opens it slowly. Federal judicial credentials. Her photo. Official seal of the United States courts. She holds it up. For Whitmore to see. For the cameras to see. "I'm Dr. Simone Laurent, federal judge for the United States Court of Appeals, Ninth Circuit." The color drains from Whitmore's face. His mouth opens, closes. No sound comes out. Simone's voice cuts through the silence. "You just assaulted a federal judge on her own property in front of at least 40 witnesses." His hand trembles. The badge case gleams in the morning light. Gold seal. Official photo. Unmistakable. That's fake." His voice cracks. "Has to be fake." Mills runs up, phone already out. He's typing frantically. His face goes from pale to gray. Derek. His voice shakes. Oh, God. Derek, she's real. He turns his phone around. Judge Simone Laurent's official court portrait fills the screen. Black robes. American flag backdrop. Same face. Same woman. Standing soaking wet in front of them. Appointed 2019. Confirmed by Senate 94-2, presiding judge in Henderson v. Portland Police Department. Mills' voice trails off. That last part hits different. Whitmore snatches the phone. Stares at the screen. His breathing gets faster. Shallow. How was I supposed to? Eleanor's voice rings out. I tried to tell you. I tried to warn you. The teenage live streamer zooms in on Whitmore's face. View count hits 4,200. Comments flooding in. Yo, this cop is done. He just assaulted a federal judge, LMAU. Career over in 3, 2, 1. Mr. Carter walks across his lawn, stands at the fence line. His voice carries authority. I am a retired attorney. I witness everything. Officers commit multiple violations, battery, deprivation of rights, trespass, all documented. More neighbors flood out now. A woman in scrubs, just getting home from the night shift. A man in a business suit, coffee mug in hand. An elderly couple holding hands. All of them watching. All of them recording. Simone wipes water from her face. Her voice stays deadly calm. Officer Mills, what is your badge number? Mills straightens. 2847, Your Honor. Thank you. You witnessed everything that just occurred, correct? Yes, Your Honor. His voice was barely audible. And you attempted to stop your partner, correct? Yes, Your Honor. I tried. Whitmore spins on him. Shut up, Mills. No. Mills takes a step back. No, Derek. I'm not going down with you. Simone pulls her phone from her other pocket. Miraculously, it survived the water. She taps the screen. Still works. I'm calling Police Chief Amanda Winters. Directly. Whitmore's knees buckle. He catches himself. Your Honor, please. I didn't know. If I had known... If you'd known I was a judge, you wouldn't have assaulted me? Is that what you're saying? He swallows hard, says nothing. So if I was a secretary like you assumed, this would have been acceptable? No, I mean, that's not... Choose your next words very carefully, officer. Her phone rings once, twice. A voice answers. Chief Winters? Simone puts it on speaker. Everyone can hear. Chief, this is Judge Simone Laurent. I need you to come to my home immediately. 2847 Maple Ridge Drive. A pause. Judge Laurent? Is everything all right? No. One of your officers just physically assaulted me, in my front yard, after accusing me of trespassing at my own home. The silence on the other end stretches. Then Chief Winters' voice, tight with controlled fury. What officer? Derek Whitmore. Badge 4782. Another pause. Longer this time. Jesus Christ. Judge, I'm 10 minutes away. Is the officer still on scene? He is. Don't let him leave. I'm coming with internal affairs. Thank you, Chief. Simone extends the phone toward Whitmore. She'd like to speak with you. His hand shakes so badly he nearly drops it. He raises it to his ear, takes it off speaker. But the crowd is quiet enough. Everyone hears Chief Winters' voice through the phone. Loud, sharp. Whitmore! What the hell did you do? Chief, there was a misunderstanding. A misunderstanding? You assaulted a federal judge. I didn't know she was... So that makes it okay? If she wasn't a judge, assault is fine. No, ma'am, I just... Badge and gun, right now. You're suspended immediately. His face crumbles. 15 years. Gone. Chief, please. I have kids, a mortgage. I've been on the force. You were on the force. Not anymore. Put Judge Laurent back on. He hands the phone back. His hand brushes hers. He jerks away like she burned him. Simone takes the phone off speaker, presses it to her ear. Yes, Chief? The conversation is private now, but her expression says everything. She listens, nods, glances at Whitmore. Yes, I'll file a formal complaint. Yes, I understand. Thank you, Chief. She ends the call, looks at the crowd. At least 50 people now. Cars stopped on the street, neighbors on every porch. Mrs. Henderson, Mr. Carter, anyone else who witnessed this, please save your video footage. You'll be contacted by investigators. A chorus of, yes, Your Honor, and, of course, ripples through the crowd. The young couple approaches. The woman speaks softly. Judge Laurent, we got everything from 3 different angles. We'll send it wherever you need. Thank you. I appreciate your courage. The teenage live streamer steps forward. Your Honor, my video went viral. 12,000 people watching now. Should I keep it up? Simone considers. Yes, keep it up. Truth needs sunlight. Whitmore makes a sound, almost a whimper. He's watching his life explode in real time. Mills has stepped completely away from his partner now, standing near the patrol car, radio in hand. 7 Adam 12 to dispatch, requesting supervisor and internal affairs to 2847 Maple Ridge Drive. Officer involved incident. Federal judge involved. The radio crackles. Say again, 7 Adam 12. Supervisor and IA. Federal judge. It's bad. Whitmore suddenly drops to his knees, right there on the wet lawn, his uniform soaking up water and mud. Your Honor, please. Tears stream down his face. Please, I'm sorry, I made a mistake. A terrible mistake. Simone looks down at him. Water still drips from her hair, her clothes. She's shivering now, the morning air cold against wet fabric. You didn't make a mistake, Officer Whitmore. You made a choice. Multiple choices. For almost an hour. I didn't mean... You meant every word, every action. You profiled me. You humiliated me. You assaulted me. All because you saw a black woman and assumed I didn't belong. That's not... Don't. Her voice cuts like a blade. Don't lie to me. Not now. The truth is on camera. From a dozen angles. Your words. Your actions. All documented. He bows his head. Shoulders shaking. A news van pulls onto the street. Cohen 6. News. A reporter jumps out. Asian woman, mid-30s, camera operator right behind her. She sees the scene. Wet woman, kneeling officer, crowd with phones. Her eyes widen. Judge Laurent? She approaches carefully. I'm Laura Carter, KYN News. Can you tell us what happened? Simone hesitates, then nods. Yes, I can. She walks toward the camera. Water drips from her clothes with each step. Her hair a mess, mascara streaked, but her voice is steady. My name is Dr. Simone Laurent. I'm a federal judge for the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals. This morning I was watering flowers in my own front yard. Officer Whitmore approached me. He demanded to know what I was doing in this neighborhood. The camera is rolling. Laura Carter's mic catches every word. When I told him I lived here, he didn't believe me. He accused me of trespassing, of being either a maid or a criminal. He demanded proof I could afford a home in this neighborhood. Whitmore lifts his head, watching his career die on live television. When water accidentally splashed on his uniform, he grabbed my garden hose and assaulted me for nearly a minute, at full pressure, while I was on the ground, unable to breathe. Laura Carter's face shows shock. Professional shock, but genuine. He did this because I'm a black woman, and he couldn't fathom that I might belong in this neighborhood, that I might have earned my place here. Behind her, Whitmore's phone buzzes, and buzzes and buzzes. Family seeing the news, friends seeing social media, his world unraveling text by text. This isn't just about me, Simone continues. This is about every person of color who's been told they don't belong, who've been harassed, humiliated, or worse by those sworn to protect them. A black SUV pulls up. Federal plates. Special Agent Sarah Kim steps out. FBI. She sees the scene, the cameras, and walks directly to Simone. She shows her credentials. Judge Laurent, I'm Special Agent Kim with the FBI Civil Rights Division. I need to speak with you. Simone nods, turns back to the camera. Officer Whitmore will face consequences, but he's a symptom. The disease is a system that allowed him to operate this way for 15 years. That system must change. Laura Carter lowers her mic. Thank you, Your Honor. This will be national news within the hour. Good, let it be. Another car arrives. Unmarked sedan. Sergeant Vincent Thompson emerges. Black man, gray at the temples, 25 years on the force. He takes one look at the scene and his jaw sets. Judge Laurent, I'm Sergeant Thompson. I am so deeply sorry for what happened here. Sergeant, I need this scene preserved as evidence, every inch of it. Already done, Your Honor. Crime scene unit is 2 minutes out. Whitmore is still on his knees, still crying. Mills stands apart, giving his statement to Agent Kim in a low voice. Eleanor approaches with a towel. Simone, honey, you need to get warm. Simone accepts it gratefully, wraps it around her shoulders. She's shaking, from cold and shock and adrenaline finally crashing. Eleanor, you were brave. Thank you. Brave? You're the brave one, dear. More official vehicles arrive. Internal affairs, crime scene investigators. Yellow tape goes up around the lawn. Simone's phone rings. She looks at the screen. Her husband. James. His voice explodes through the speaker. Simone, I just saw the news. Are you okay? I'm leaving the hospital right now. I'm okay. I'm okay. Come home. 10 minutes. I'm coming. She hangs up. Looks at her house. Her sanctuary. Now a crime scene. Yellow tape across her rose bushes. Chief Winter's car pulls up. The chief herself steps out. White woman, early 50s. Uniform crisp. Face set in hard lines. She walks directly to Simone. Judge Laurent, I cannot express how horrified I am. Your apologies mean nothing without action, Chief. You'll have action. I promise you that. Chief Winters turns to Whitmore, still on his knees in the mud. Derek Whitmore, stand up. He struggles to his feet, legs shaking. Badge, gun, all department property. Now. Mills steps forward, hands over Whitmore's badge and service weapon. The chief takes them, holds them up. 15 years of service, ended in 1 hour of hatred. She drops them into an evidence bag. Whitmore's face is blank now, shock setting in. He's lost everything, and he knows it. Simone stands wrapped in Eleanor's towel, still dripping. But her posture changes. The victim becomes the authority. Officer Whitmore, we need to be clear about what happens next. He looks up from his knees, face red, eyes swollen. You violated Title 18, Section 242, deprivation of rights under color of law. Federal felony. Your Honor, I'm not finished. You also violated Oregon state law. Assault in the 3rd degree, official misconduct, coercion. Agent Kim steps forward, notebook out. Judge Laurent, for the record, describes the specific threats he made. Simone's memory is sharp, trained by years on the bench. He said, "You people think you can move into neighborhoods like this?" He asked who was paying for this house. If my drug dealer boyfriend bought it. Whitmore's face goes white. Those words are on the federal record now. He threatened to call immigration, despite me being native-born, called me a maid or a thief. Agent Kim writes. Every word is documented. He weaponized my garden hose, assaulted me for 50 seconds, while I was down, while I begged him to stop. The crowd is silent. 50 people, phones still up. Mr. Carter. Simone turns. You mentioned you're a retired attorney. What area? Mr. Carter steps forward. Civil rights litigation. 30 years. Police misconduct cases. Would you provide expert witness testimony? It would be my honor. Whitmore's future lawyer just got another nightmare. Sergeant Thompson approaches. Your Honor, Chief Winters authorized administrative custody. He needs to come to the station. Understood. Thompson turns. Derek, let's go. Whitmore doesn't move. Frozen. Your Honor, his voice breaks. Please, I'm begging. My wife Jennifer's a nurse. We have 2 kids. Emma's 7. Tyler's 4. They need their father. Simone's face doesn't change. You should have thought about Emma and Tyler before you humiliated someone's mother. I'll do anything. Resign. Public apology, whatever you want. You'll do all of that whether you want to or not. Please, don't destroy my family. I'm not destroying your family. You did that, when you chose hate over duty. A car screeches into the driveway. Woman jumps out, late 30s, scrubs, brown hair pulled back. Jennifer Whitmore. Derek! She runs, then stops. Then sees cameras, crowd, yellow tape. What did you do? He can't look at her. Mills steps forward, explains quietly. Her face cycles through confusion to horror to rage. You assaulted a federal judge? She screams. A judge? Jenny, I didn't know. Even if she wasn't a judge, you sprayed someone with a hose in her own yard? It was a mistake. The kids will see this. Emma's going to see her father attacking someone. She's crying. Angry tears. How do I tell them? She looks at Simone, sees the wet clothes, the destroyed dignity. Jennifer walks over, stands before her. Your Honor, I'm so sorry. So deeply sorry. Simone's voice softens. Slightly. Mrs. Whitmore, you're not responsible for his choices. But I'm responsible for what I teach my children. They need to see accountability. She turns to the cameras, to Laura Carter's news crew. I'm Jennifer Whitmore. Derek is my husband. What he did today was evil, racist, unforgivable. I stand with Judge Laurent. The crowd murmurs, shocked. Derek stares. Jenny! Don't. She walks to her car, drives away, crushing silence. Chief Winters approaches. Your Honor, are you pressing charges? Federal charges, state charges, every applicable charge. FBI will take lead on federal, D.A. Williams on state. Chief, how many complaints has Whitmore had? The chief looks at Thompson. He checks his phone. 12 excessive force complaints. 37 documented stops of minorities in white neighborhoods. 3 settled lawsuits. 1.2 million taxpayer dollars. The crowd erupts. Angry shouts. How is he still a cop? Chief Winters shows shame. That's what we'll investigate. Promises aren't enough. I want action. Reform. This must be the last time someone is terrorized in their neighborhood. You have my word. Words got us here, Chief. Action gets us out. A car pulls in. Dr. James Laurent, out before it stops, runs to his wife. Simone. She collapses into him. The strength cracks. She shakes. I've got you, he whispers. He looks at Whitmore, eyes blazing. You're lucky there are witnesses here. James. Simone's voice was muffled. Let the law handle it. He breathes, forces calm. Thompson moves in. Derek, time to go. Whitmore stands, legs barely hold, looks at Simone. I know you won't believe me, but I'm truly sorry. She lifts her head. You're right. I don't believe you. You're sorry you got caught. Sorry there were cameras. Sorry I wasn't who you assumed. That's not. You're sorry you can't get away with it this time. Thompson guides him to the patrol car. Not cuffed, not yet, but everyone knows they're coming. The crowd parts. Some jeer, some film, some stare. Livestream count, 28,000. Justice. For Judge Laurent trends locally. He gets in. The door closes. Face blank through the window. The car pulls away. Everyone watches until it disappears. Simone turns to all the cameras. What happened today will not be swept away, not minimized, not forgotten. Her voice carries, strong, clear. Every video, every witness statement, every piece of evidence will ensure Derek Whitmore faces justice. Pause. But more importantly, it will change a system that let him operate for 15 years. That ignored 12 complaints. That paid $1.2 million to keep victims quiet. Laura Carter's camera rolls. I'm a federal judge. I had power, resources, and still I was attacked. Still assumed criminal. Direct to camera. If this happens to me, imagine those without my advantages, who can't fight back, who don't have badges to reveal. Silence. This is not the end. This is the beginning of accountability, of reform, of change. She wraps the towel tighter. Thank you for your courage, for recording, for witnessing. You saved more than me today. The crowd applauds, building. Eleanor wipes tears. Mr. Carter nods. Teenagers raise phones. Change happens when people refuse to accept injustice. Today, 50 people refused, and the world is watching. 2 hours later, Portland Police Bureau headquarters erupts in chaos. Chief Winters stands in the command center. Every phone line lit. Media requests, city council, federal investigators. Her assistant rushes in. Chief, the mayor's on line 3, FBI director on 5, CNN wants a statement. Tell the CNN press conference at 4 p.m. Connect the FBI. She listens. Her face hardens. Yes, sir. Full cooperation, every file, every complaint. She hangs up, looks at her team. Federal investigation, Civil Rights Division. They're flying in tonight. Internal Affairs Detective Maria Ramirez enters, thick file in hand. Whitmore's personnel record. Chief, you need to see this. 12 excessive force complaints, all marked unfounded, all signed by Captain Richard Reynolds. Where's Reynolds? Called in sick, this morning, before the incident. Convenient. Get him on the phone. If he doesn't answer, send officers to his house. The door opens. District Attorney Marcus Williams enters. Sharp suit, sharper mind. Amanda, tell me we can prosecute. 11 camera angles, 42 witnesses, federal judge victim, her personal body camera footage. The chief pulls up a laptop. Watch. Williams watches. His expression darkens. When Whitmore laughs, his hands curl into fists. How long? 53 seconds. Williams closes his eyes. Assault 3. Official misconduct, coercion, hate crime enhancement. The union will fight. Let them. I have his text from that morning. Let's see what doesn't belong. Racial animus is clear. And Reynolds? Obstruction, conspiracy. If he covers complaints, he's accessory to everything after. At Judge Laurent's home, crime scene tape covers everything. FBI teams photograph the trampled roses, the scattered papers, the garden hose, now evidence. Agent Kim interviews neighbors. Eleanor Henderson sits on her porch, voice shaking. I told him she was my neighbor. He threatened to arrest me. Did you feel intimidated? Terrified. But I couldn't stay silent. Agent Kim writes, Mrs. Henderson, your courage saved this case. Inside, Simone sits at her kitchen table. Dry clothes now, soft sweater, hair wrapped in a towel. James brings tea. She hasn't touched the first cup. It's cold now. You should eat. I'm not hungry. Simone, every time I close my eyes, I see his face, hear his voice, feel the water. He takes her hand. Not your fault. I know, but knowing doesn't stop the feeling. Her phone buzzes constantly. Chief Judge Morrison. Taking you off the calendar next week. Non-negotiable. You need time. D.A. Williams. Filing charges tomorrow. He's going down. NAACP President. We stand with you. ACLU. Legal support available. She sets the phone down, face in hands. Everyone will see me at my lowest, soaking wet, helpless. James lifts her chin. They'll also see you stand up. Pull out that badge. Refuse to be broken. I feel broken. You're hurt. That's different. A knock. Agent Kim. Judge Laurent, we need your formal statement for a federal case. Simone stands. Judge Laurent returning. Let's do this. 90 minutes, 20 pages of notes. Every detail is documented. Federal indictment within 72 hours, priority 1. And Whitmore? At the precinct. No badge, no gun, no authority. Arrested Friday. 2 days. He gets 2 more days. At the precinct, Whitmore sits in interrogation. Not as a cop, as a subject. His union lawyer beside him, Jack Morrison. Tired eyes. Derek, don't say anything without me. What happened to me? Federal charges, state charges, 15 years combined if convicted. 15 years. My kids will be grown. You assaulted a federal judge on camera, no defense. Can we plea? Maybe. But feds want prison time, significant time. Whitmore sobs. Morrison doesn't comfort him. He's defended bad cops, but this one is indefensible. The door opens. Chief Winters enters. Derek Whitmore, effective immediately, you're terminated from Portland Police Bureau. You can't. I'm suspended pending investigation. Investigation's over. The video is conclusive. You violated policy, law, and oath. You're done. Termination papers hit the table. 48 hours to clear your locker. Benefits end tonight. She leaves. Morrison slides papers over. Sign. What if I don't? They terminate anyway. This is cleaner. Whitmore's hand shakes, signs his career away. 15 years. Gone. Outside, news vans line the street. Every network. Local, national, international. Laura Carter reports live. Breaking. Officer Derek Whitmore fired. Federal charges expected within days. Behind her, protesters gather. Signs raised. Justice for Judge Laurent. End police racism. Accountability now. 200 people. Growing. The sun sets over Portland, but the story is just beginning. Week 1. The investigation explodes. FBI Special Agent Kim leads a task force. 6 agents were assigned. They subpoena everything. Personnel files, emails, text messages, social media accounts. What they find turns their stomachs. Whitmore's private Facebook account. Posts in a group called Real Cops of Portland. Racist memes, jokes about cleaning up neighborhoods. Photos of black suspects with mocking captions. Text messages to other officers. Another one doesn't belong. Made a stop in Laurelhurst today. Reminded them whose streets these are. Dashboard camera footage. 15 instances where Whitmore deactivated his camera during traffic stops. All involving people of color. Agent Kim compiles a timeline. Evidence of pattern and practice. The Oregonian sends reporter David Washington to investigate. He's black. Veteran journalist. He knows this story intimately. His front-page series runs for 5 days. Day 1. The Badge and the Pattern. Derek Whitmore's 15-year trail. Documents 37 traffic stops. Racial breakdown stark. 34 minorities. 3 white drivers. Day 2. The victims speak. Interviews with Whitmore stopped over the years. Their stories are eerily similar. Humiliation, threats, illegal searches. Jamal Henderson, 2019, 19 years old. Stopped while walking. Marijuana found in his pocket. He swears it was planted. Charges dropped eventually. But the arrest record remains. Maria Gonzalez, 2020. Pulled over for broken taillight. Her taillight wasn't broken. Car searched, damaged. Nothing found. No apology. David Carter, 2021. Stopped while jogging. Detained 2 hours. Released without charges. Missed his daughter's birthday. Day 3. The system that protected him. Internal documents show Captain Reynolds dismissed 8 complaints without investigation. Marked them unfounded without interviewing witnesses. Recommended Whitmore for commendation. The city paid $1.2 million in settlements, all with NDAs, victims silenced with money. Day 4. The cost to taxpayers. Breakdown of settlements, legal fees, the financial toll of protecting bad cops. Day 5. The reckoning. What needs to change, expert opinions, community voices, a roadmap for reform. The series wins regional journalism awards, but more importantly, it galvanizes public pressure. Week 3. Grand jury convenes. DA Marcus Williams presents the state case. 23 citizens, diverse panel. They watch the videos, all 11 angles. When the water hits Judge Laurent, juror number 4 gasps, covers her mouth. When Whitmore laughs, juror 7 shakes his head. Disgust is clear. Expert witnesses testify. Dr. Jennifer Walsh, police practices expert. Every action violated policy, training, and law. This is textbook abuse of power. Dr. Ramon Torres, psychologist. The language used shows clear racial bias. You people don't belong. Classic dehumanization. Officer Mills testifies. His voice is quiet. I should have stopped him. I'll regret my silence forever. Grand jury deliberates. 45 minutes. True bill returned. Indictment on all charges. Assault 3. Official misconduct. Coercion. Hate crime enhancement added by the jury themselves. Whitmore's lawyer gets the news. Calls his client. Derek, they added hate crime enhancement. That's an extra 3 years minimum. Silence on the line. Then sobbing. Week 4. Federal charges filed. The DOJ Civil Rights Division reviews everything. Federal indictment comes down. Title 18, Section 242. Deprivation of rights under color of law. 10 years maximum. Captain Reynolds indicted separately. Conspiracy. Obstruction. Title 18, Section 371. Both face federal prison. Reynolds' wife files for divorce the same day. His lawyer quits the next. Month 2. Judge Laurent files a civil suit. Attorney Gloria Martinez takes the case. Renowned civil rights lawyer. 30 years fighting police misconduct. Press conference. Martinez stands at the podium. Judge Laurent beside her. We're filing under 42 U.S.C. Section 1983, civil rights violation. We're suing Derek Whitmore personally, the City of Portland, and Captain Richard Reynolds. She lists demands. 5 million compensatory damages, 10 million punitive, injunctive relief requiring mandatory reforms. This case will change Portland policing forever. Laurent speaks. Her voice is steady now, stronger. I could stay silent, move on, pretend this didn't happen, but silence protects the system. I'm fighting for everyone who can't fight back. The city attorney reviews the case, meets with the city council. Our liability is clear. We should settle. Conservative council member objects. We can fight this. Martinez releases discovery. Emails showing the city knew about Whitmore for years, knew about complaints, paid settlements, did nothing. Council votes 4-1. Settle. Offer. 2.5 million plus consent decree mandating reforms. Laurent negotiates. I don't want the money, I want change. Final settlement. $500K personal. $2 million to the police reform fund Laurent will create. Consent decree includes mandatory body cameras always on. Civilian oversight board with subpoena power. Quarterly bias training. Early warning system for problem officers. Month 4. Criminal trial begins. Multnomah County Courthouse. Judge Robert Carter presiding. Media circus outside. Court TV covers gavel to gavel. Jury selection takes 3 weeks. Final panel, 7 women, 5 men, racially diverse. D.A. Williams gives an opening statement. Derek Whitmore wore a badge, carried a gun, swore an oath to protect and serve. On June 12th, he betrayed everything. You'll see the video, hear the witnesses, and you'll deliver justice. Defense attorney Harold Brennan counters. Derek Whitmore made a mistake, a serious mistake. But mistakes aren't crimes. He reacted poorly in a tense moment. That makes him human, not criminal. Week 1 of trial. Judge Laurent testifies, takes the stand, sworn in, walks through every detail, calm, factual, devastating. Cross-examination, Brennan attacks. Judge, weren't you argumentative? I asserted my constitutional rights. That's not argumentative. You splashed Officer Whitmore first. The hose swung accidentally. He retaliated with assault. As a judge, don't you have power others don't? Laurent pauses, looks at the jury. As a black woman in America, I have the same vulnerabilities as everyone else. That day proved it. 2 jurors wipe tears. Officer Mills testifies next, prosecution's star witness. He profiled her, said she doesn't belong there. I saw the whole thing. I should have stopped him sooner. I'm ashamed I didn't. Neighbor witnesses follow. Eleanor Henderson. Simone is the kindest neighbor. He judged her before saying one word. Marcus, now 17. I recorded it because I knew no one would believe her without proof. That's the world we live in. Mr. Carter. I came to America for justice. That day I saw injustice. We must fix this. Week 2. Video evidence played. Full 47 minutes, unedited. The jury watches in silence. Some look away. Some cry. All are changed. Week 3. The defense case collapses. Whitmore testifies, against his lawyer's advice, tries to appear remorseful. I should have handled it differently. I regret my actions. Williams cross-examines, destroys him. You sent a text that morning. Read it aloud. Whitmore's face drains. Patrolling Laurelhurst today. Let's see what doesn't belong. What did you mean by what doesn't belong? Silence. You meant black people, didn't you? Whitmore whispers. Yes. Gasps in the courtroom. Jurors' expressions harden. Character witnesses fail. Even his father testifies weakly. Derek was raised better. I don't know what happened. No fellow officers testify for him. His wife refuses. Day 19. Verdict. The jury deliberates for 6 hours, returns. Foreman stands. Count 1, assault in the third degree, guilty. Count 2, official misconduct, guilty. Count 3, coercion, guilty. Count 4, hate crime enhancement, guilty. Whitmore collapses, head in hands, sobbing. Laurent in the gallery, no visible emotion, just quiet satisfaction. 2 weeks later, sentencing hearing. Laurent gives a victim impact statement. Your Honor, Derek Whitmore didn't just assault me. He assaulted the idea that we're equal under law. If this happened to me, a federal judge, imagine what happens to those without my advantages. I don't ask for vengeance. I ask for accountability. A sentence that tells every officer, your badge is not a license to dehumanize. Judge Carter sentences. Mr. Whitmore, in 20 years on this bench, I've rarely seen such clear abuse of power. You betrayed the public trust completely. Sentence: 5 years state prison. Federal charges will run consecutively. Total, 13 years. $250,000 fine. Permanent prohibition from law enforcement. Mandatory racial bias counseling. 5 years supervised release after prison. Whitmore is led away. Handcuffs. The irony is not lost on anyone. 6 months later. Captain Reynolds was sentenced separately. 4 years federal prison. Loses pension. The system that protected Whitmore crumbles with him. 6 months after sentencing. Portland has changed. Portland police operate under federal consent decree. 5 years minimum. Reforms are real. Body cameras are mandatory. Always on. Auto cloud upload. Deactivation means termination. Compliance, 98%. Was 67 before. Civilian Oversight Board, 9 members. Community elected. Subpoena power. Independent investigators. Already reviewed 47 cases. 3 officers were terminated. Early warning system. AI assisted. Flags problem officers before escalation. 8 removed from duty. Bias training quarterly. Mandatory. Led by psychologists and former victims. 73% of officers report changed perspective. Chief Winters at a press conference. We were broken. Judge Laurent forced us to fix ourselves. Complaints down 41%. Use of force down 38%. We're not perfect, but we're accountable now. Judge Laurent created the Laurent Initiative. Mission: empowering communities through legal support, citizen journalism, systemic advocacy. Legal Defense Fund. Pro bono attorneys. 127 cases in 6 months. 23 settlements. 4 prosecutions. Citizen journalist training. 1,200 people trained. 300 body cameras distributed. Youth justice scholars. 15 full scholarships. Named after victims. Funded by Laurent's settlement plus donations. 8 million in assets. Marcus Henderson, 17 now. Senior. The video has 18 million views. Time magazine featured him. Accepted to Howard. Laurent Initiative Scholarship. Plans: criminal justice major, digital media minor. Still live streams. City Council. Police oversight. 340,000 followers. Officer Mills, now sergeant at 25. Leads ethical intervention training. I stayed silent with Whitmore. Almost made me complicit. I teach officers, duty to law, not partner. Speaks nationally. Consults 12 departments. Getting married next month. Mrs. Eleanor Henderson, 78. Now activist. City Council regular. I trusted the police for 78 years unconditionally. Simone taught me trust must be earned. Laurent Initiative board member. Mentors young activists. Other victims found voices. Mr. Carter teaches Know Your Rights. Jamal Henderson organizes communities. Maria Gonzalez is formerly incarcerated. All connected through Laurent Initiative. Whitmore serves at Oregon State Penitentiary. Library work, teaches GED, counseling ongoing. Psychologist. Beginning to understand his bias. Long road. Letters to Laurent. She doesn't read them. Assistant logs for parole. Earliest release, 2037. He's 38. Will be 50. Kids visit quarterly. Emma's 8. Tyler's 5. Jennifer, remarried, tells them the truth. Daddy hurt someone. Must face consequences. His father visits monthly. Shows photos. Remember what you lost. Reynolds in Pennsylvania federal prison. Lost pension, house, marriage. Early release denied. You enabled systemic abuse. Damage extends beyond one incident. The Laurent Act passes Oregon. Signed into law. Body cameras statewide. Independent oversight. Pattern tracking. California passes similarly. Federal bill introduced. Bipartisan support. Law schools teach the case. Laurent vs. Portland cited in 23 federal cases. Challenges qualified immunity. Netflix documentary in production. The Judge and the Hose. Release. Next spring. Judge Laurent returns to chambers. Hearing cases, making rulings, more vocal now about systemic racism. National Bar Association keynote. Injustice anywhere threatens justice everywhere. At home, she gardens again. Took 3 months. James installed sprinklers, no hoses, too triggering. Neighbors wave. Eleanor brings Sunday tea. One evening, porch. Sunset. You changed the world, Simone. Laurent shakes her head. I just wanted to water flowers. The world changed itself, needed a push. Roses bloom again. Geraniums are bright red. Everything is growing back. People ask constantly. Was it worth it? Her answer never changes. It was never about worth, about necessity. Whitmore saw a black woman, assumed powerless. Wrong. But I had advantages. Title. Resources. How many don't? This victory belongs to everyone profiled, harassed, abused. To Eleanor who spoke, Marcus who recorded, Mills who found conscience, and to you. Change happens when ordinary people refuse to accept injustice. When they record, testify, demand better. Whitmore got 13 years. The system got reform. That's justice. Not revenge. Accountability. Everyone's responsibility. If this moved you, act. Subscribe to Black Tales Stories for Justice Stories. Share this. Someone needs to see it. Comment. Have you witnessed injustice? What did you do? Every phone is a camera. Every citizen is a journalist. Every voice matters. Visit thelaurentInitiative.org. Download rights cards. Learn safe documentation. Find legal support. Final question. If you were there that morning, would you have filmed? Spoken up like Eleanor? Or looked away? Be honest. Then be better. Justice needs all of us. Not someday. Today. What will you do next time you see injustice? Comment your answer. Then live it. Justice is a verb. Act accordingly.